So that's the thing, right? So exactly. So now I'm going to show that. I'm going to show you a couple more tricks here that you can do with Artistly, right? And if you have any question, let me know, and then I'll just get this going. 1 second. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. Perfect. So this should have came. All right. This is a 300 DPI converted, image, higher version, right? So you got design assistant, we got photo editor, human stylizer, pet stylizer, we have a character creator. So, in case you're building something, or building a book, or building a magazine, or a storybook, right? You can come here, let's say a Pixar style. You can say 16 years old warrior, for example, right? And for quantities, what it's gonna do, it's gonna create in different characters, right? So you don't have to think about what character should I pick. It's very, very helpful, right? Now, I want to show you some more things, right? Personalized storybook. This is amazing thing, right? Is now a lot of people, if you go there, right? If we see here, personalized storybook, you're gonna love this, right? Check this out. There are people who are selling their personalized storybook, for 12 bucks, 11, same thing, 32, right? That's just people sharing their stories and all that. Let me show you how you can build that as well, right? Pretty powerful stuff, right? So personalized storybook, click on create a new story. Child name, let's say it's Mathrick, I'm gonna give him a gender, right? Like specify the gender, number of pages. I want 10 pages. I'll put I think he's 4 years old, you can put a custom tone, like I want a horror story, an adventure story, I want a magical story, I want a fairy tale style story, epic adventure, and generate the prompts. What it's going to do, it's going to automatically write the story for you, right? And then it's kind of, check this out. And then you can upload the child's picture. Let me just upload his picture here, and then pick your aspect ratio and generate. Very simple approach. It's going to make him the master of his own story, the hero of his own story, with the story that you can actually convert them into a PDF, flip books, whatever you want. Okay, that's the power. While this is being generated, look at that. Our warrior, right? Pretty powerful, right? 16-year-old warrior. Now you want this warrior to do something, or if you want consistent character, well, you can come to AI Design Assistant, and you can click on, sorry, not consistent, but consistent character section. Click on 3D style, pick your character, for example. Okay, we got Matrick over here. Anyways, we'll come to him. And then I say a cartoon, let's say, boy cooking in the kitchen. So, a lot of you guys wanted like character consistency for your characters and all that. Here's how you can do it. Look at that. He's kind of going through the adventure stuff like that. Now, how do you convert this into a flip book? Okay, so it's very important, guys, and I want you to understand this, right? When you come to your personalized design, personal design section, you will see something like designer V5, script to storybook, kit storybook, personalized storybook, all that kind of good stuff. Click on personalized storybook. Okay, so it gives you this button, okay, create flipbook. Now when you click on create flipbook, it will kind of open up this checkbox over here, right? When you click on select story, it kind of select all the pages of your storybook, okay, like 10 pages. It should say 10, okay? Create the flipbook, all right? You can actually convert this into different languages, and then we have a plan to kind of add multiple languages, right? There's a demand of Swedish, German, like German we already have, like Tamil, Malayalam language, Kannada language, and all Filipino. I've got like 29 lists already ready to be there. Will be available in the next coming weeks and so. But anyways, so I want it in English. Now, beautiful thing is you can make a talking book, online talking book. That means it will speak. You know what I'm saying? if you want to, right? Then page by page, the kid does not have to read it. There's a follow along and he can listen to and read afterwards. That's very powerful, right? Page template also, just want to add there's some 5 page templates here. We're gonna add 5 more, and I give you functionality as well coming days. You know, like blank pages. Okay, like you can like sometimes you don't want like kid frames here, right? I'm just gonna upload a front cover as ifs, right? And I'm just gonna do generate the flipbook. Now, what it's gonna do, guys, okay? It's gonna convert this thing into a flipbook like this. Let me show you that you can download it into a PDF. Look at this, like this. Pretty powerful, right? Without you having to do that, now you can give this as a gift. You can do it for customers, whatever you want. Okay, a story about metric is also ready. I'm just gonna see the one that we have just created right now, and it just got instantly converted into a flipbook, right? So its internet is a little bit slow, so I'm just gonna cancel it. I'm gonna try it again, right? So okay, now it's gonna load up. Look at that, beautiful, right? Wonderful. That's the power. That is the power, right? Let me know if you have any questions, queries, um, you know, uh, any feedback, suggestions, and all that. I'm open. Let's go. What is the feed? All right. So team will drop the artistly group Facebook group link, okay, in the chat. All right, so that you can join it for your feedbacks and your new generations and creations and everything, right? How do I generate an animal coloring book with a picture of an animal side by side with the animal outline and color? I'm going to show you that, okay? Perfect. I would have my wonderful flip book as videos. All right. So sorry if I missed. Can you do talking video books? Yeah. So Bengali language. Yes, that's about to add. And regarding the question that we got regarding the talking kids books, so it's gonna speak. So let me show you how does it work, right? So let me just generate one so that we know. You can actually create a book through a publisher, 100%. Let me just show you. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay. Awesome. So I'm just gonna go here and I'm just gonna go there, personalized design, and I'm gonna go. Okay, there. By the way, the consistent character that we want to be cooking. There you go. That's how powerful it is. You know. So personalized storybook, create flipbook, select the story, create the flipbook, choose the voice. I generally go with Ethan, Grace, Isabel, select the template, a page template, I mean, select the cover, right? I'm just gonna go with the cover. I'll show you how some tricks as well, because a lot of people are having some issues with the text in it. Just a matter of prompt, you tweak the prompt a little bit, it kind of gives you that approach. Anyways, I'm just gonna give this an idea and then generate the flip book. So now what's gonna do, guys, right? It's gonna create like a talking book. That means I'll show you. Okay, when it comes. Okay, while this is being getting generated, I want to show you coloring pages book, right? So let's say someone say I want to do cute animal coloring page. How do you do that? Let me show you. Design agents, flip art, cute animal, 4:5, 10 images, done. While this is generating, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Just 1 second. While this is perfect. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Keep your questions coming. Okay, I just love you. I love answering all your questions. So perfect. All right, our book is getting generated, by the way. All right, thank you. All right, so right, so I'm just gonna go here. All right, our book should be ready by now. We go to flipbooks. Boom, our book is ready. I'm gonna show you something. Okay, read it. Now, what I meant by talking book is that you understand, right? Uh, Check this out. So, I mean, speaker is a little far away, but I hope you can. So, this is, you know. So there's a speaker, there's a spokesperson gonna say what's on the thing, and then kids can kind of follow along with it, right? And it will automatically turn, and it will say stuff like this, right? And it can automatically, like, so that's the approach with this, right? So that's what we mean by talking. That means it's an easy follow along with that, right? So let's cover that, and so that should kind of answer your question. Now, oh my bad, I kind of created clip arts with cute animals, which are pretty cute, but I want coloring pages. No worries, I'm just gonna do agents. I'm gonna go to coloring pages, and I'm gonna do cute animals. I'm gonna do 4:5. Select quantities, 10 images, generate coloring pages. I'm gonna show you something really, really powerful. Okay, how do you convert them into lining, right? So let this generate now. All right, so perfect. Can the generated flipbook cannot be downloaded? You can download that only as a PDF. You know, though you can kind of share the flipbook with other people as a link, so they can view them on their tablets, their computers, their laptop. And there's amazing members, who already kind of have their kids create story for them, so they can create unlimited storybooks. So that's really, really interesting that people are using it for. Anyways, can we give the storyline and artistly come up with it? Absolutely. I'm going to show you how do you do that. Okay. So all right, perfect. Thanks for your answer. All right, perfect. Let me just show how to. Let's answer that coloring book question first, okay? And then we're gonna come to this, okay? So how do you do outline, and how do you do a color? Let me show you. So let's say I want this. So I'm gonna go to design assistant. I'm gonna go to photo editor. I'm gonna choose from library. I'm gonna pick this. I'm just gonna pick this style, like please color this whole image and generate. Excuse me. So now I'm gonna do it again with some of them, so that kind of how does it work. We kind of already got the answer for that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna please color this whole image, generate the image, and then I want to do one more time. Go to photo editor. I'm gonna go choose from library. I'm gonna pick this cute, rabbit or penguin or bear or something like this, and generate it. Now the beauty here, look at that, guys. Look at that. So you can have on one page an outline, and on one page a color style for kids to follow. You know what I mean, right? It's the same thing with this penguin, and you kind of. By the way, if you want to bulk download, you don't have to download them one by one. You can click on bulk download, and you can kind of select what designs you want to download, and then you kind of select them and download them at once if you don't want to. Now, if you want a very specific design style or whatever it is, I recommend you go to Art Illustrator, click on coloring page, or come down, click on adult coloring if you want adult coloring style. And then, for example, if I'm going to do this, I say man plucking flowers, for example, right? You can kind of use this feather option to enhance your prompt, right? And I'm just going to do 4:5 and 4 quantities. I'm just going to go with my normal prompt. If you have it, look at that. Look how beautiful it is, right? This is your black and white picture. This is your color picture. Now the kids can follow along with it, right? So that is the power of artistly, right? Another thing, look at that. This adult coloring style gives you more your adult difficult coloring styles, those creative coloring styles, right? And then same thing you can do. So I go to design assistant, photo editor, choose from library. Let's say I like, this is some complicated designs, right? Pick on this, color the whole image, and generate. So you kind of get there. Another interesting thing for those of you guys do like junk journals and all that kind of stuff, so you can do here. Let's say I do grunge scrape scrapebook, maybe scrapebook. Yeah, whatever it is. It's basic prompt for now. Generate for quantities and then do that, and let me know, guys. Look at that, this design into this. Now the guys can follow. This is the best thing right now. You cannot do this anywhere, be it any software. Cannot do this because again, artistly is built by your feedbacks, your requests, your stuff like that for you, right? So you kind of get these grunge paper style. You can also get like blank styles, but because I haven't mentioned it in the prompt, that's why it will give some random styles. But yeah, that's what it is, right? And now I'm gonna come to your questions and see how many questions we got, right? So all right. So yep. Let's see. Adult convert mean like, for example, complexing would be more appropriate for 100%. Let me know, right? So can we generate our older images? Can we generate our older images to the new style to be accepted for use in the new coloring? Yep, you can, 100%. So SVG Vivek, it's not. Oops, my camera keeps blurring me out. How do I do that? So James, what you can do? Give me a moment, guys. My camera is kind of acting weird today. Uh, you know, like this. Anyways, so James, what you can do? There's not been a specific feature that does that, but what you can do. So let's say you want a front elevation for it, right? So I'm trying to generate a rendering of a PDF of my front elevation. So you can go to photo editor and then you can join the meta group of artistly and kind of be very you can drop your request there. Maybe I can take a look at that, what exactly you wanted there, because there's some interesting that's your interesting question and I would like to help you. But for now, you can go to design assistant, photo editor, and just ask it like create a front. So create a back view of this, front elevation of this, and you can do that. Yeah. Okay. There's another question that we got is how do you create a or use there's another thing that we got is how can I basically add our own storyline, how we can add a storyline and convert to a storybook. Let me cover that. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. So perfect. uh sure. Awesome. Can you correct text in story PDF? Yep. Let me just show you. All right. Let me show you. So you go to the application. Right. Some designs came out pretty good. So design agents. Now there are two approaches that you can do, right? Excuse me. So there are two things. So let's say you want kid storybook or you have a story. So two approach. If you want AI to follow your story only, do not think on its own, choose script to storybook. Meaning, if you have like a story that you created, you got from somewhere else, and you want it to be illustrated, pick this option. But you're not sure about the story, but you have a story idea in your mind. There's two difference between that, right? A fully written story or a story idea, then use kid storybook if you just have a story idea. Create a new story, pick your story type, moral, blah blah blah, picture books, story summary. Let's say like farmer and turtle patience story, for example, right? Number of pages around 20 pages. Plans of increasing it 100%. Number of characters 2. And then generate the prompts. the beauty here, what it is doing, it's kind of, now taking your idea, writing a story, page by page, creating a character design sheet for you so that you don't have to, and kind of doing all the heavy lifting without you having to do a lot of mumbo jumbo there, right? Like without you having to think about the story, ask it, write the prompt. It's automatically doing all sorts of heavy lifting behind the scenes, and it gives you the story like this, right? It properly gives you the character sheets, page illustration, page context, page text, and everything. Okay, you pick the option, you pick the style you want. Let's say I want this in a creepy style. I don't know. Like I've never done this. It should be a moral story. You can do anything you want. It's up to you. Generate the story. Well, let's do this fantastic experiment here, right? And let's see how our creepy moral story will come out. It will take a few minutes because okay, we're already kind of getting some creepy like turtles. Let's see how it comes out, right? Just give it some moment, and then once it will come up, you can actually convert that into a PDF, convert that into a flipbook, and do anything you want. Just give it some moment while we just do one more thing. Another thing, right? Artistic designers, very very powerful. Specifically, if you're thinking of watercolor, for example, say watercolor painting of up to dogs in the garden. The beautiful idea here is, I'll just show you, right? 4:5 with this artistic approach. What kind of, okay, we kind of got some creepy designs there, which is very crazy. Anyways, so that's the thing, right? So you kind of get that moral of the story, stuff like this. So and yeah, so you can now go to kids storybook, create a flip book, select story, create the flip book, and all that kind of good stuff, right? So you can do whatever you want there. Let me just show you how do you do that. So create a flip book, select the story, create the flip book, select the templates, do that, choose your front cover. Let's say I want this, then into the flip book, and then it kind of goes through that. The 41 pages here, because one page is the image, one page is the text, and it will do the job. How cool is that, right? So let's see. Okay, kind of loud. All right, so can a page of a storybook picture be generated when the fingers appear strangely, say 6 fingers or 3 hands? Yep, you can click on regenerate, and then you will get the story. So can we edit and correct the text in the story PDF? Currently, there's no way to edit it, but we can add this into a pipeline and we'll make it, excuse me, so we can make that available, right? Can storybook narration highlight the words as they read? It's not possible because it's like a flipbook format and there's no easy way, but in a video format, definitely we can do that, so can story feature be used for ask if I want to tell a story about benefits of company? Yep, you can actually creatively use that, right? So let me know, can we upload the book? Yep, there are, if you join, right? So our team is in the chats right now and they will add the artistly group, right? We have a Facebook group for that, and everyone is sharing their creations and prompts and tips and tricks for that. And then if you go there are quite a lot of people who uploaded their storybooks, their coloring books, their stuff like that on Amazon. You can start selling that, right? And that's a powerful thing, right? Because when you communicate, you discuss, you have questions, you can ask, and that's the difference between like having a community at your side and a team helping you, always, right? Because last week has been like, every single things. So we are here, that we are there as well. I'm personally there as well. Our team is there to help you every step of the way. So let me know, let me know who's first time watching this and who kind of got my flow and then who kind of understood it. If you have any questions, what do you think about this training? Or we hope you get a lot of value from this training, and we're gonna, as we do these trainings on a weekly basis, covering different strategies and different, just like today, right? There's so many unique things that you can do. It's just that our minds are, we don't. So there's this one thing. There's a saying, right? When we don't, like, where the creative idea comes from is when we see other people, when we see in real life, when we see them in that, right? And because we could not think from like a base idea, right? So when we see that, okay, there's a market for that, you can kind of capitalize that, right? Could you add a few solid color blank templates? Noted, will be added very soon. Can you put your own text instead of the one generated in storybooks? Yes, Vivek. If you want to use your own text, you would use script to storybook, add your own text, and it will divide page by page. Uh, and it will divide it page by page, and we'll create the illustrations of that, right? Maximum number of pages, it's 25 right now, right? And script to storybook, if you go, you can go above that, honestly, because sometimes the script's a bit longer, sometimes the script is a little bit shorter. Up to that, you can kind of have that approach, right? So yep, guys, let me know. That's kind of pretty much it, what I wanted to cover today. I hope you got a lot of value from this training session. Make sure you join the Facebook group, because a lot of amazing discussions and interesting discussions are happening there. You're gonna love it. The prompts that are being shared, the advice. Sometimes I feel like, how did you create this at Artistly? Because new ideas. One brain versus 10,000 brain. One brain versus 20,000 brain. Right. So that's the thing. Thank you so much, Elric. Can you swap the face of the image to create a storybook? For that, use personalized storybook. Personalized storybook, because it will come up with that face. But if you want specific face, you can kind of use a custom face switcher with that, right? Yeah. So your pet stylizer, your human stylizer, photo editor, all these are some interesting developments that we just did this last week based on your so thank you, based on your feedback and request. Thank you so much, Shauna. Thank you so much. So t-shirt design, right? So I want to specifically hone into the t-shirt design, and I want to cover that specific part in the next upcoming training, because I know the issue there, right? I know that sometimes the t-shirt design is coming with the t-shirt, and it's very hard to extract that design. I'm solving that right now. In the next training, you'll get it solved, so that it will come with this, it will come with the accurate quote style, right? I know that's the issue. I noted it. A team is what the devs are fixing it. So probably before that, and I will update in the update section, right? It's a major update coming next week. So 100% t-shirt design is coming. Let me know whatever you want, guys. Okay, be honest, be transparent, I'm open for all the feedbacks, criticism, appreciation, suggestions. Open. Let me know whatever you want. I'll get that shipped to you, as possible, right? So yeah, my camera is doing all sorts of crazy stuff today. All right, so that's the thing. Thank you so much, everybody, for spending your precious time with me. I'll see you now in the groups, chatting with you, communicating with you, sharing some golden nuggets there as well. And if you have any questions, you let me know. Still, we're gonna wait for 5 minutes. And if you don't have any questions, well, once again, thank you so much for spending your precious time with me till the very end. I really, really, really appreciate it. And Father's Day is coming. Go build some crazy. It's not just limited to Father's Day. Your Christmas, your 4th of July, your Mother's Day, children's weddings, everything. Here, imagination is the limitation, right? There's no limitation. Imagination. As far as you can think of, you can get anything you want. Thank you so much, J. Michael. Thank you so much, Smart Fox Economics. And let me know where do you guys are from generally, and what kind of suggestions and all that that you have for us. We'll definitely work on that, and kind of, sometimes kind of like a little late for my friends from India and then my friends from Australia and stuff like that. And I really appreciate you spending that time with me, and then kind of understand the whole flow, and I really 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 appreciate it. So yeah, so yep, I need some. Yeah, so attend the trainings, Jim. I'll share it as much as I can. Can you show a quick example? How can I do the home rendering from a blank PDF? Okay, so right now, James, you cannot do a home rendering from a blank PDF. But what you can do, if you can share the PDF, that's why I suggested you, because it's kind of very hard for you to share the PDF right now in this format. Generally, what you can do, you can take a screenshot of a PDF, and then we can kind of upload it as an image and kind of get the elevation out. Because whatever you can think, you can do that. Right? You can get it generated from photo editor. So share your from Texas. Hey, nice. Share all the amazing creations. I'm looking forward for all the other plans to create animations. 100%. Uh, I'm glad that all right, perfect. We really appreciate it. I hope you're having fun with it, right? So without further, without stretching it further, I just wanna wrap up this here. Again, step number one, we talked about personalized portrait. Step number two, converting them using Design Assistant. Step number three, selling them using sites like Print Seekers and all that, right? So thank you so much, everybody. I will talk to you in the next one with some amazing updates, some amazing features, some amazing techniques and trainings and strategies. Till then, take care of yourself, your family, and your health. Looking forward for your amazing creations in the Facebook group. I'll see you. Talk to you soon. Wish you all the very best. Take care. Thank you so much, guys.